2, 1. We are here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who is here? We are here 11-12. Spoilers. Let's go. 3 weeks. We waited 3 weeks. 3 weeks for this content. Let's go. Chat. Eric. John. Don. The other Don. Michelangelo. Sway. King J. My man King J. My man Moolah. It is finally time. Chat. We are back. We are back, pigs. We're back. We're back. 3 long weeks. Chat, 11-12. Vizwa was good. 3-day was good. Ocean, Subs D channel. Borsalino. Chat, how is everyone doing? Chat was good. Was good. Christopher. Vizwa. Who else did I miss? John. Moolah, Farasti, 3-day. We're here. Chat, how's everyone doing? Long time no see, chat. Let's just say, I don't know, chat, do you guys want to just talk about One Piece and talk about the spoilers first? Or do we need like a little time skip refresher? We're back. Nomos was good. Moolah. Woola. Andrew was good, bro. No break next week, bro. We love to see it. That's my favorite part about 11-12. No break next week. I haven't even read the spoilers. King J, I know you're watching the stream, bro, and I know you were messaging me about the spoilers, something with Mars. I haven't read it yet. I have not read it yet. Pakes, can we get a W, Pakes? Can we get a W, Pakes? W, Pakes. 3 months. W, John. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Pigs, I missed you more than you missed me, King. We're back. We're back, chat. Look, so Irfan was good. H mode was good. Thank you so much, John Smith. Shout out to John Smith. And shout out to Pakes, the one and only. Irfan was good. Okay, what's good? Zach D. Sack. Whack D. Whack. Whack D. Whack and Waywalks. Alright. Listen, chat, I'm so glad to have you guys here. You know, we love One Piece. We come together for the One Piece content, right? We got the spoilers, right? I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what happened exactly. We got L. L with the 4 months. L with the 4, baby. Guess who's back, Motu? Guess who's back? L, my right-hand man. You know, the return of Charlos, the return of Saint Evil D Charlos. Irfan was good. Lucas was good, bro. Appreciate you being here, Lucas. Straw Hat Lucas. Lycan was good. All right, chat. And then we got the 200. Yo, Young Smokey, you've never changed, bro. Young Smokey, you never changed, bro. We need a wokey. We need wokies in the chat. We need wokies in the chat. Why? Why? You have yet to change. It's the same old Smokey, bro. It's the same old Smokey, bro. Never change, King. Smokey, thank you so much, bro. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. You already know, bro. I wish I could put these my thank yous into better words, bro. I wish I could show my appreciation better, bro. Thank you so incredibly much. Extremely generous of you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, Young Smokey, holding it down. Holding it down, bro. Don't sleep on that man Smokey, bro. Thank you so much. Guyve, what's good, bro? Yo, Smokey really just came through to the stream and just dropped the nuke on us, bro. He just, bro, just end the stream now. He just came through and dropped the nuke, man. We need a Smokey. We need a Smokey ornament. Yo, young Smokey, tell me your favorite animal, bro. I'm gonna put an ornament just for you, bro. We're gonna have this year wide. I don't care, bro. I don't care if we're in the middle of summer. I don't care if we're in the middle of spring, bro. We're gonna put you on there. Also, guys, I know some of you might be wondering where my One Piece LED is. You see this right here? You see this black thing? The sign keeps falling off the wall, so I gotta fix that. I gotta get some new sticky pads so it sticks to the wall. It just randomly fell off like 2 days ago, and I tried to stick it back on this morning, and it won't go up, but I'm sure you guys will survive. I missed you guys greatly. Alfred was good. Christopher was good. Overflow was good. I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen an Evil stream. All right, listen. I know you guys want to talk about the spoilers, right? I want to read the spoilers. I want to talk about the spoilers. So let me give you guys a quick rundown, right? Let me tell you guys what's going on in my head. Rashad was good, bro. I'm gonna give you guys a little update, all right? And then we'll get into the spoilers, all right? Because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering. So listen, chat. Me, I've never really been too spiritual of a person, right? I've never really been religious, right? But the past few months of my life, since like, let's just say maybe December, I have went through an extremely intense spiritual awakening, an extremely intense like spiritual experience. And before me, you know, December 2023 version of me, again, I was never really spiritual. I was never really religious. And I would hear about spirituality. People talk about chakras. People talk about reincarnation. People talk about the multi-dimensions, the, you know, multiverses. You know, I always heard those types of talks and discussions, but I was never really into that. But, you know, chat, I have to say, in my 27 years of life, I met the greatest person in the entire world. They mean so much to me, and meeting this person has helped me unfold parts of myself that I didn't know exist. So every day for the past 5-6 months, I've been doing lots of research on how chakras work, how the mind works, how we produce frequencies, how we have an electromagnetic field around our body. I've been learning about the multiverses. I've been learning about vibrations. I've been extremely, extremely knee deep in that type of stuff. And I feel like it's a whole world of possibilities. It is a whole world of learning, and it's completely reformed how I look at life. So you guys know, like when we were doing the One Piece content for a while, you guys would see me rage at people in the chat that were talking shit. Before this spiritual experience, chat, I was filled with hatred. I was filled with so much anger because I had my channel hacked. I had lots of hate for no reason all the time. People making up lies saying that I stole content. People making up rumors about me. People are always arguing about Mihawk versus Shanks. I had so much anger and hatred towards the One Piece community, and it made me it lowered my vibration, and it was turning me into someone I didn't want to be. And thanks to this spiritual experience, thanks to this awakening, thanks to this amazing person that I met in my life, chat, I've been able to alter my perception. I'm able to look at the One Piece community differently. I'm able to look at humans differently. I'm able to look at this 3D experience we have on this floating rock in space in a much different way, chat. And, you know, I just have a much different outlook on life. And, you know, as we go through these chapters, as we talk about One Piece, as I talk about, you know, the One Piece content and theories, you guys are going to see a lot of different opinions from me. You guys are going to see different aspects of me, parts of me that was so deeply embedded into my soul that I never like showed anyone, right? That I didn't even know that was there, right? And I discovered this all within myself. And I just have to thank this person. I'm not going to say their name. Just chat. All I can ask of you guys is if you really care about me and you love my content and you guys appreciate me, I hope you guys could send this love and this appreciation to this close person of mine. Because if you think I'm such a great person and I'm so amazing, just imagine this person that has came into my life and made everything so much better. And yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it, chat. I got a much better outlook. Even though we haven't been doing the videos and the streams, I still have plenty of theories, chat, and I'm more than happy to talk about them today. I have plenty of theories. You know, I can understand you guys being worried, right? You guys, I'm sure some of you are like, oh man, Evil, you haven't posted any videos. You haven't been doing the streams, bro. Did you fall off, bro? Did you fall off with the theories, bro? Chat, Chat, we can never fall off. It's in me, not on me, chat. So I even without the videos, I've still been cooking, and I've still been refining the theory crafting, and I've been refining my intelligence, and I've been trying extremely hard to sharpen my mind. So, you know, this is the phase where I'm coming out the Metapod. Chat, we're becoming Butterfree. I had to leave the what's the other one called? We got Metapod. Was it Silcoon? Cascoon? Chat, we're Butterfree now. We're Butterfree. But chat, thank you so much. I hope this answers all your questions, chat. I was not depressed. I was not going crazy or anything. I was actually doing a lot better. It was like recharging. It's like recharging my phone, right? If I was a cell phone, I recharge my phone. I'm feeling amazing. We're Beedrill, exactly, Al. So thank you. I see all you guys in the chat. I greatly appreciate all of you. And you guys know I love talking to you. It's just very difficult to give you guys my full-fledged response, you know, to every single person. Just know I greatly appreciate you guys, and I'm reading it all, and I send you guys all my love, all my courage. I want you guys to go through life with courage. I want you guys to be intelligent. I want you guys to not fall for the traps that the elite has set up. So who's ready for the spoilers? Who is ready for the spoilers? We need some dubs if we're ready for the spoilers. What's good, Stan? We couldn't be any better, bro. You need to add the awakened sash for your PvP. Yo, that's fire. Yo, Christopher. That's actually tough, bro. That's actually so tough, bro. What's good, Twitch Clips? What's good, Jordan? I hope everyone's doing great. What's good, Praneeth? What's good, Richly? My boy Jay, the one and only Wingway. Splash, I appreciate you, bro. I hope you're doing good. Painter, what's good, bro? All right, chat, let's just get into the spoilers. Here we go. I haven't even read them. And this man, Young Smokey, already, man. Young Smokey, did you not just drop a 200 bomb? Bro, after all these months, Young Smokey still hasn't changed. After all these months, he still has not changed, bro. Evo found a spiritual awakening. Congrats, brother. If only Dragon would wake up and quit looking east. Yo! Don't say that in front of Tiante. I don't know if Tiante Black is watching the stream, but Tiante, bro, if you read what he said, bro, just let it go. Don't get upset, bro. I know you love Monkey D. Dragon, right? Listen, can you guys see it? We support Dragon in the stream. We really do support Monkey D. Dragon, as long as, you know, he actually does some shit in the story, right? That's all we ask for. Just do something. Yo, Smokey, thank you so much, bro. I greatly appreciate it. Amuni, what's good, bro? Young Smokey gives loans to banks. Yo, that's insane. All right, One Piece 11-12 brief spoilers. This stream is sponsored by Young D. Smokey. Cover story: Kinemon is making a request to Yamato. Chat, W cover story or L cover story? I'm gonna have to say W cover story. I wanted a Wano cover story. I wanted a cover story. I wanted a Wano cover story. How many fucking chapters did we have to deal with Read-On giving us hints on Twitter, and all these hints are correlated to like a fucking drawing, like some random ass cover request. I've been waiting for an actual story this whole time, bro. And I'm glad it's a Wano one, because we got Pluton sitting in Wano. Does anyone think Blackbeard is going to Wano for Pluton? Does anyone believe that Blackbeard is going to Wano for Pluton? Because my thing, as much as I like that idea, chat, Blackbeard has too many options, bro. Like, if he go, don't get me wrong, if Blackbeard goes to Wano and he gets Pluton, that makes sense. To the people that believe that, it makes sense. But the thing is, for me, is I feel like there's so many options on his table. Because he could go try to steal Vegapunk or the Vegapunk's last second. He could go to Wano. Maybe he could go to Fishman Island. Bro, he has so many options on his table, you know? And he's still dealing with Garp. You know, we could presume that Garp was captured. There's a lot of different options, a lot of different cards Blackbeard can play. It's just like, I can't deduce what the most likely thing is, you know? Does that make sense, chat? Pele Cruz, thank you so much. Pass the blunt, what's good, bro? Apex was good, bro. And exactly what Apex said, you know, at the end of the day, Blackbeard actually has a competent team, right? Blackbeard himself doesn't have to go to these islands and go steal people and pull some strings. The Blackbeard pirates are extremely competent, right? Look at what they did. My boy Axe was good, bro. Look at what the Blackbeard pirates did on Egghead, right? Blackbeard himself didn't even go to Egghead. He sent what, 2 people? It was Van Augur and Katarina Devon. He sent 2 people and they instantly tapped the Gorosei and just walked out. Like nothing. They literally just go to Egghead. We're like, okay, we're gonna get Saturn's face. She teleports, taps him, and they literally just walk away. Like, the Blackbeard pirates are the most competent pirate crew in the story. So, you know, even when it comes to Pluton, who knows? Maybe Blackbeard doesn't even have to go. Maybe Blackbeard could send 4 of his men to Wano and go get Pluton. Because Yamato is strong, I get it. But do we need Blackbeard himself to fight Yamato? Or can we send Kuzan with Shiryu and, I don't know, throw someone else in there? You know, I don't know if we need Blackbeard himself, you know? Yamato isn't the most strongest person in the world. My boy Art was good, bro. Y'all forgot Kuzan on 1 leg right now? He lost a leg? Kuzan lost a leg? How did I forget this? Johan, what's good, bro? So, all right, next point, chat. Najiro defeats all pacifistas. Okay, not the most interesting point in the world. I mean, chat, do you guys have anything to say about this point? Najiro defeats all pacifistas. I mean, it's whatever. Like, we saw him, didn't we see him, what was it, last chapter or the chapter before? Najiro was just speed blitzing. He's one of the 5 Gorosei members, right? These guys run the planet. It's always been a safe assumption to believe that the Gorosei are not only fighters, but powerful fighters. Since the beginning of the story, these guys have been running the planet. So, you know, like, whenever you guys know, you guys remember, how often would you see people say like, oh, the Gorosei, they might not even be fighters. The Gorosei, they might just be people pulling the strings. You know, like, to me, it's always been clear, like, this One Piece is a shonen manga, you know? It's a shonen manga, it's a battle manga. The people that run the planet, they're going to be fighters. Just like the guy that was running Arlong Park, he was a fighter. Arlong's a fighter. The guy that was running Wano, Kaido, he was a fighter. The guy that was running Dressrosa, Doflamingo, he was a fighter, right? Like, to me, it was like, don't get me wrong, making assumptions can be dangerous. I get that. But something like the Gorosei in One Piece, it just seemed like a losing battle to say that they wouldn't be fighting. So I say all that to say, Najiro defeating all the pacifistas, it's not really that surprising. It's just whatever. What do you guys think, chat? Do you think Saturn is the weakest Gorosei? I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to see them all fight. I'm gonna have to see every Gorosei member fight to the fullest. Because for all we know, the Gorosei could be relative, right? The Gorosei could be relative. They don't necessarily have to have a ranking. Like, if Oda goes that direction and Oda gives them rankings, like, you know, maybe the young blonde one, what's his name? Is that Mars? No, it's not Mars. That's Jupiter. If Oda made Jupiter the strongest one, like, okay, whatever. He could do a ranking, a hierarchy. But at the same time, like, I don't think he has to go down that road. You know what I mean, chat? But I think it's too early to decide right now. What did Jay say? What did King DJ say? Do you think since Blackbeard has Pudding, he could use her to infiltrate Saturn's memories since Katarina Devon touched Saturn? I would lean towards no. I would lean towards like Katarina Devon's power is solely like for disguise. Like, I don't think Katarina Devon's power would allow her to obtain information of the person she copied. I don't think Oda's gonna go that far with it. I mean, it's possible Oda does, but I don't think he will. Whoever fights, or whoever Sanji fights is the weakest. Oh, that's what he said. Yo, King J is a professional Sanji hater. All right, anyways, next point. York leads Mars to the monitor room and Mars destroys it. Broadcast doesn't stop. However, Mars notices a sound and goes after it. Yo, King J. The Kamabaka theory, it's coming through. Chat, if you haven't bought your Dragon broadcast stocks, you need to buy them now. If you have not purchased stocks, if you have not purchased Dragon is hosting the broadcast in Kamabaka stocks coins, you are missing out on a great return. This is a great investment, chat. You need to understand, chat. You need to understand. Oda is setting up a misdirection. Oda is setting up a red herring. What is a red herring, chat? What is a red herring as a literary device? What is that, chat? A red herring, often used by elites and government agencies, a red herring is when you center the audience focus on one key focal point as a distraction. That way you can pull the strings on a different focal point. Okay, so what's the objective here that Oda's most likely trying to do, chat? Shout out to King J. In my humble opinion, I strongly believe that Oda is getting us to believe that the broadcast is being taken place on Egghead. He wants us to think it's on Egghead, and he's doing this by having Vegapunk live on Egghead and have this whole conversation about having a broadcast, and then on top of that, having the Gorosei target the what's the room called again? The room, what's the room called that the Gorosei are going after, trying to destroy? What's the room called, chat? Oda wants us to believe that basically the broadcast is being taken place on Egghead Island, but I believe that the broadcast is not being taken place on Egghead Island. It's being taken place in Kamabaka Kingdom, or Kamabaka Queendom, the Labo phase. So shout out to King J again. I believe that the Gorosei ultimately, they're going to destroy the Labo phase on Egghead Island. And there's going to be a bunch of rubble. There's going to be a bunch of smoke. And Oda's going to throw a curveball. It's going to make it seem like the broadcast ended. It's going to make it seem like Ohara 2.0, where they cut him off last second before Vegapunk says that final message. But in reality, when the dust settles, the broadcast is going to continue because it's being taken place not on Egghead, but it's being taken place on Kamabaka Queendom. And this ties into the beginning of the Egghead Island arc when Shaka called Dragon. And Shaka said, hey, Dragon, they're trying to kill me. Dragon, I'm going to die. That's the curveball, chat. That's the red herring. Oda wants you to focus on that Labo phase. That way, as an audience, you get completely surprised and caught off guard when it's not being taken place on the Labo phase. It's being taken place on Kamabaka Queendom. And if you don't agree, explain to me what happened to the conversation between Shaka and Dragon. If you don't agree with the theory, it's completely fine, but let's have a fun debate. Explain to me what happened during that conversation with Dragon and Shaka, because there's no way in fucking hell Dragon got on the phone with Shaka and Shaka's like, hey, Dragon, I'm gonna die. And Dragon's just like, okay, and hangs up. Like, what? No, bro, the Dragon and Shaka, 99.99999% chance they created a plan, and that plan was most likely through the broadcast. Whether it's Vegapunk that told Dragon or Dragon told Vegapunk, they most likely made a whole plan. Hey, I'm gonna email you, Dragon. Dragon, I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna send you a message. I need you to broadcast this all around the world because they're gonna kill me, bro. They're coming to Egghead. They're going to kill me and destroy me. I went behind the government's back to go to Elbaf and research Void History knowledge. They don't like that. They're going to kill me and destroy this island. And what are we watching right now, chat? They're destroying Egghead Island. Vegapunk, he predicted this. So that's my take, man. Like, I don't think this is another Ohara 2.0 where Vegapunk is going to die last second. Vegapunk is going to tell the world, oh man, the name of the ancient kingdom was, and then broadcast ends. No, bro, this is where it comes full circle. Vegapunk is going to say the name of the ancient kingdom, chat. Let's get some Vegapunks. Let's get some Wegapunks, man. Let's get some Wegapunks. And in case you forgot, let me give you guys the reminder, because I know some of you guys forgot. So let me go ahead and find it. I'm gonna give you guys your little reminder. What chapter was it? It was this one, chat. This one. I know you guys remember this one. You see this right here, chat? You see this? Look at that. Why isn't my camera focusing? Focus, camera, focus. Right here. You see that? Dragon. He was letting him know that he was dying, chat. Shout out to my boy King J. Shouts out to the boy King J. Your observation hockey is Shanks level. You've run out of luck, Straw Hat. That's what Smoker said and boom, Dragon was there. Oh. Yo, Mera. What chapter was that? Prerna Mera. What chapter was that? It was Shaka's idea. Let's not hype Dragon. Yo, King J. Are you trying to take my spot of biggest Dragon hater? Come on, the One Piece community knows I hate Dragon. I hate Dragon so much I put him in my background. Remember King J? Remember how I hate Dragon so much I put him in my background. That's how much I hate Dragon, chat. Somewhere in the 100s. Jay is a generational hater. Wait, what is the name of the ancient kingdom? Bro, I don't think the name of the ancient kingdom is this chapter, but I believe the name of the ancient kingdom is Pirate Kingdom. Kozuki Kuni. I 100% believe the name of the ancient kingdom was Pirate Country or Pirate Kingdom. Kozuki Kuni. Who noticed the form of the ancient kingdom at the same of the island of Little Garden? Are you saying the ancient kingdom looks like Little Garden? I taught him well. All right, next point, chat. Luffy versus Jupiter. Luffy attacks Warcurry too, but he gets hurt himself. Yo, is this man Luffy just gonna solo the Gorosei? Is Luffy going to solo the Gorosei? Is he? Because, I mean, at this point, it's like, where's the robot? I am so over this ancient robot. Oh my God. Yo, Oda, let me tell you, Oda, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be 100% real with you, Ichido Oda. Listen. Egghead Island, Oda, is by far your greatest arc. Don't get me wrong. Egghead Island is a stellar masterpiece, chef's kiss of an arc. But to me, it's undeniable that robot, the ancient robot of Egghead, has been a letdown, bro. It's been a complete letdown. And I'm just being honest. I love Egghead. I love One Piece, but that robot has just been a drag. Bro powered up originally like fucking 60 chapters ago at this point. It's getting annoying. Like, I'd rather Oda not show the robot instead of showing him like every 5 chapters with his eyes on. It feels like Oda's grifting, bro. The ancient robot is grifting. That's what it is. And, you know, at the end of the day, as much as I hate on the ancient robot, I do believe that the ancient robot is going to fight. I do believe the ancient robot is going to get up, he's going to fight, throw hands with the Gorosei, Luffy's going to leave, right? I think ultimately that's how, you know, it's going to unfold. And I could be completely wrong. But to me, I just don't really like the direction it's been going. It's taking very long to power up, and it just feels like a constant blue ball every time we see him. I'm not a fan of it. It's rusty. He needs WD-40. The silence before the storm. And chat, we could talk about the ancient robot because I have a whole theory. I have a whole take on the ancient robot. I have a take on why it's powering up and all of that, chat. You should get a better outlook on One Piece now because it's more spiritual than people know. Yeah, 100%. I tweeted that exact same thing the other day. One Piece is way more spiritual than people realize. Oda shouldn't drag this. The only thing I hate about One Piece sometimes is Oda drags. I don't even think he's dragging the arc. I think Oda's dragging the ancient robot. It's being annoying. It's just blue balling. But honestly, chat, guys, do you want to read the rest of the... Okay, chat. 1, if you want me to read the rest of the spoilers, or 2, do you guys want me to stop from the spoilers for a second to explain my full-fledged ancient robot theory? What do you guys want? 1, to continue reading spoilers, or 2, to hear my ancient robot egghead theory? Besides the old robot, looks like Pluto from Astro Boy. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, damn, I should have did a poll. Stop it, give us your top 30. We are not doing a top 30. Yo. 1, 2. Shit, I can't tell what you guys are saying more. Chat, what are they saying more? 1 or 2? Here, we'll do. Maybe we should just do more spoilers to be safe. Should we just do one more spoilers to be safe? And then when we're done with the spoilers, we do some theories. 1? What was, I don't even remember what the 1 and 2 was. Was 1 for the theory or was 1 for the spoilers? Finish the spoilers? We're just gonna finish the spoilers. Okay, next point, chat. While Bonnie is fighting Marines, Nasjuro appears. All right, okay. Oh, I missed the super chat. Oh, wait. I just remembered. Young Smokey, I missed your super chat. It was a 20 bomb, bro. Or was that the original one? Bro, I forgot how to stream, Young Smokey. Fuck. Okay, we got a 20 from Young Smokey. Thank you so much. He said, Evil found a spiritual awakening. Congrats, brother. Only dragon will wake up and quit looking east. Okay, we read that one. The dragon roast. I love to see it. And then we got a 10 from Smokey. Thank you, bro. I'm thinking Blackbeard is going to go to Alabasta. No royal family, no protections. Yeah, I mean, Alabasta is pretty important given the whole Nefertari plot line, and you know they're apparently members of the D clan. He can twist something to go to Alabasta, but I don't know if that's as likely as Ancient Weapons. You know, Young Smokey, because like we recently had the development of Caribou talking to Katarina Devon, Van Augur about the Ancient Weapons. I think Oda's gonna go in the direction where Caribou is let into the crew, maybe as like an ally, as like an accomplice or something, and then Caribou would go meet up with Blackbeard and go tell Blackbeard where the Ancient Weapons are. I feel like that would probably be a little bit more likely than Blackbeard going to Alabasta, but I wouldn't rule out Blackbeard going to Alabasta, if that makes sense. Yo, Omar, what's good, bro? Adenon, what's good, bro? Then we got a 5 from Young Smokey. Thank you, bro. Or yeah, 5. He said 2. Young Smokey, the sad part is I don't even remember what 2 was. What was 2? I don't even remember what 1 was. I don't even remember, Young Smokey. Will Dragon start looking west? Yo, we just gotta ignore Dragon unless he does something. What's the point of talking about Dragon if he's just looking a direction? Let's talk about Dragon when he's doing something. Brandon King, what's good, bro? Spiritual awakening, brother. Chat, is Egghead in your top 3 arcs? Yes or no? Is Egghead Island in your top 3 arcs? Yes or no? Bonnie saves Zoro from attacking Charlos at Sabaody. It's time for Zoro to save Bonnie. Ooh! Bro, I'm pretty sure King J could take a break from One Piece and still cook, bro. This man, bro, King J and Dawn of Ascension are the best One Piece theorists that don't make content. Bro, actually, fuck that. I think Dawn of Ascension and King J are the best, like the best One Piece theorists. Let me be cocky. They're not better than me. King J, you're not better than me. I'm just joking, bro. But King J and Dawn of Ascension, ultimate chefs, ultimate craft when it comes to the theory game. Big shout out to King J and Dawn of Ascension. So next point. Mars reaches Punk Records at the end of the chapter. He says, "You have no luck, Vegapunk." And then something catches his eye and he looks up. Oh, bro. Bro. How are you gonna do that, Oda? Chat. Do we take the bait? Chat, do we take the bait? Is this Dragon? Baby Pluto, is this Dragon? Is this Dragon? Are we gonna take the bait? Oda, dude, Oda has a dragon hanging on a string, bro. He's hypnotizing you. Is this dragon chat? Yes or no? Is this dragon chat? Nah, bro, dude, Dragon, you're 12 chapters late. Dragon is 12 chapters late, bro. You're late. Tardy. Dragon stalks at ATH if he shows to fight Mars. Well, what's ATH? What is that? It's a robot. Hero always enters late. I heard we see who that is in the chapter, but leakers seem to be hiding it. Bro. Yo, these leakers are grifters, bro. Clout chasing grifters. And then the last point is jump cover and color spread for One Piece next week. What do we rate these spoilers, guys? I gotta see what Mars is looking at, bro. If I figure out what Mars is looking at, it'll alter what I rate this chapter. But for now, bro, off these spoilers, I just gotta say 7, bro. I can't really go higher than 7. 7. It's not that stellar. It's not that exciting. But you know, chat. This is the short summary. This is only the short summary. There's a lot more to go. Long summary is going to have a lot more details. You know, the short summary is never like a 10 out of 10 unless the leakers put like the craziest details in the short summaries. You guys know the chapter itself in the long summary always outpaces the short summary. There's never really a scenario where the short summary is better than actually reading the chapter, or reading the short summary is better than reading the long summary. So, you know, we got to temper our expectations. This doesn't have everything in it clearly. So we're just going to have to wait and see. If it's Dragon this chapter, it'll be a 10 out of 10. Guys, if Dragon is on Egghead this chapter, is this a 10 out of 10? Yes or no? Would I jump to a 10? Like, Dragon coming to Egghead is hype because of everything that would follow after. But I don't know if that fixes the chapter and makes it a 10. Because there's not that much to go off of this chapter. The only thing we would be talking about is Dragon being here. But again, we're just gonna have to wait for long summary. We have to see the chapter. We have to see all the details, all the art. It's hype because he hasn't done shit. Bro, what did I come back to? I came back and everyone hates Dragon. Yo, Smokey, what was I missing this whole time? Oh, why did I come back and like everyone hates Dragon now? Imagine Dragon gets one-tapped. Bro, Mills, that would be fucking... Oh, my lord. You know people are still gonna cope. If Dragon shows up and gets, like, one-tapped by Mars or some shit, bro, you know the Dick Riders are gonna cope. Oh, but, the Dragon only got one-tapped because Dragon, he's strategic. Dragon isn't a fighter. He's strategic. Like, you know the coping, bro. You could predict the coping. If Dragon gets one-tapped, he is YC1. Bro, no fucking way. Just so we're clear, I do not believe Dragon would get one-tapped. I do not believe that'll happen. I'm just saying if that did happen, bro, that'd be too funny, bro. It would be too funny. Everybody saw King J's sermon and brought it in, and we brought in evil. Bro, King J, were you running like church services every Sunday during the break? Preaching the hatred of Dragon, preaching the gospel of Dragon? Is that what you're doing? Because guess what, King J? Before this break, I had to take the brunt of it. Jin Marks was good, bro. Appreciate you being here. King J, I had to take the brunt of it. Everybody was saying, you hate Dragon so much. You hate Dragon, you hate Dragon, you hate Dragon. Bro, all I ever did was speak the truth. My favorite Dragon slander, Kuma. When I die, I need Monkey D. Dragon to lower me into the grave so he can let me down one more time. Yo, that's foul, bro. Yo. Brandon King, delete that message, bro. That's fucking hilarious. And Baby Pluto with the 5. Baby Pluto, Baby Pluton. Thank you, bro. Egghead is top 1. Agreed. Dragon not coming. Just give it up. I think the Eternal Flame caught his eye. You started the Dragon Hate agenda with your trolling. Yo, bro. Why are you gonna put the blame on me? Chat, did I start the Dragon Hate agenda? Was that me? Did I start the Dragon Hate agenda? Give me a straight, clear answer. Was it me that started the Dragon Hate agenda? Y'all better say no. Because I was teaching people how to defend Dragon. I was teaching people how to defend Dragon. I know y'all remember that. I was teaching people how to defend him. I literally gave sermons. I gave lectures on how to defend Dragon. Why are you saying yes? Why are y'all saying yes? A little but not much. Is this a hot take that art of One Piece in past arc was a bit better than Egghead? I don't know. I don't really think that's a hot take. I think it's just personal preference, and I mean, they're not that far apart. I mean, I don't know. Your Dragon Bounty video is still the best video in YouTube history. Yo, they couldn't handle that Dragon Bounty video. Yo, that's crazy that you just referenced that. I never have people reference that. I don't even think most of the people in this stream even know what you're talking about. Dragon Bounty video. Dude, King J, the only rebuttal you could get is like, oh, you hate Dragon. That's the only rebuttal. What do you think about the ancient kingdom being named Mu, like the lost continent? That would be cool. That'd be pretty cool. I don't lean towards that. If that happened, I mean, it makes sense. It's not a bad theory. It's, you know, I would say it's a pretty good theory. It's a moderate theory. I think the ancient kingdom is called Pirate Country. What's good, Harrison? Kong video clears is insane. I think the name of the ancient kingdom is Pirate Country or Pirate Kingdom. And the reason that pirates have been hated for a millennium in the One Piece world is because Joy Boy was probably the first pirate king, and he ran a nation and a country that was known for piracy. And that's why the world government condemns piracy for all these years. Do you guys want to talk about the ancient robot now? Now that we went through the spoilers, do you guys want to talk about the ancient robots? Because, you know, I got some takes, guys. You guys can hear my full-fledged opinion. Maybe you guys will like it. Maybe you guys can get inspired by it. You guys want to get into that theory? Johan, soon. If I were Oda, I would name the kingdom Roronoa. Dude, King J, you are at astronomical heights of the meat riding. But I agree. Yo, the name of the ancient kingdom is Mosshead. Mosshead Kingdom. Okay, listen. Let me give you guys the full-fledged take, the full-fledged theory behind the ancient robot of Egghead Island. Okay, chat? The ancient robot of Egghead Island. I wholeheartedly believe the ancient robot of Egghead Island is powered up by the Gomu Gomu no Mi. The reason why it attacked Marijois 200 years ago is because it ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi. That's the short explanation. And I would bet any amount of money on that. Reason why. Let's start at Fishman Island, okay? Fishman Island has been the home of fishmen that's been a disgrace to the world government since the end of the Void Century. Fishman Island were always completely left out of society, okay? We know the fishmen finally got rights 200 years ago, okay? You follow me, chat? 800 years ago or 900 years ago or 800, whatever, there was fisherman discrimination, and then it ended 200 years ago. Okay? When we learned that happened on when we learned that happened on Egghead Island, they simultaneously talked about this ancient robot. When Vegapunk was telling the Straw Hats about the ancient robot, I think it was Nami, she just so happened to mention in the same exact time, wait, wasn't that when the Fishman Island got their rights? The reason why Oda is doing that, chat, is because I will wholeheartedly believe Joy Boy left the ancient robot at Fishman Island. He left that robot at Fishman Island along with the Noah Ark, along with the Joy Boy apology, and along with the Road Poneglyph. Do you guys remember that box that had the pills that Hody ate? Do you guys remember how when he ate the pills, he got super strong and he turned white? Those pills are knockoff. It's a knockoff version of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. That Tamate Bako box is a national treasure. Let me say this one more time, because people don't know this. The Tamate Bako box on Fishman Island is a national treasure. Why would you have a box with these pills as a national treasure? You know why, chat? That Tamate Bako box at Fishman Island was a national treasure because the Gomu Gomu no Mi was inside of it next to the pills. That's why it's a national treasure. So this is what happened. Fishman Island, they had a box with the Gomu Gomu no Mi and the pills. They also had the Joy Boy apology. They also had a Road Poneglyph. They also had the Noah's Ark. You might be wondering, okay, how would they have all of this? How could Fishman Island possibly have the Gomu Gomu no Mi and get away with it? You know why? Because the Fishman Island were discriminated for 700, 800 years. The world government condemned Fishman. So therefore, it allowed them to hide stuff at Fishman Island. That's why the Noah's Ark was always there. That's why the Road Poneglyph was always there. That's why Poseidon was always there. That's why Joy Boy's apology was always there. And the reason that Tamate Bako box is a national treasure and not the pills is because the Tamate Bako box had the Gomu Gomu no Mi. So this is what happens. Just to kind of circle back. Boom, 200 years ago, Fishman Island, they get rights again. They want to go live to the surface. For whatever reason, they opened that Tamate Bako box. They saw the Gomu Gomu no Mi in there next to the pills. And they thought, what if we got this Gomu Gomu no Mi and we put it into this Joy Boy robot? That's what they did, right? When they put that fruit into the robot gained life again. From the Gomu Gomu no Mi, it ate the fruit. Think about Wano. Do you guys remember how a teapot in Wano ate a raccoon devil fruit? A teapot in Wano ate a raccoon devil fruit and it became a raccoon teapot. I believe that's Oda showing us that objects can eat devil fruits and become animalistic. Now here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. The reason that I believe the ancient robot had the Gomu Gomu no Mi and digested it is because why didn't Zunisha hear the drums of liberations for 900 years? Explain that to me. How did the ancient robot power up 200 years ago, but Zunisha didn't hear it? You know why? The ancient robot doesn't have a heart. It's a robot. So when the robot ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi, when this ancient robot ate the fruit, it doesn't have the drums of liberation. There is no heart. It eats the fruit, it climbs up to Mary Joie, it's seeking revenge because it was clearly made by the ancient kingdom, and it started attacking Mary Joie. And when they destroyed and killed the robot, that Gomu Gomu no Mi went back into circulation. That's the only thing to me that could make sense, because if you don't agree, you have to explain how did this robot power up 200 years ago, but yet Zunisha hasn't heard the drums of liberation in 900 years. It must be because the ancient robot does not have a heart and it was fed the Gomu Gomu no Mi. And that's exactly why when Luffy uses the drums of liberation, the robot is powered up. You get it, chat? Do you understand? So that national treasure at Fishman Island, they opened it. The fruit, Gomu Gomu no Mi, and the pills that are based off of the fruit. They were both in that box. They grab the fruit, they put it into the robot powers up, goes up to Marie-Joie. Zunisha doesn't hear any drums of liberation for 900 years because the robot doesn't have a heart, and it attacks. And when he dies, the fruit goes back into circulation. That's the full-fledged theory. That in the Fishman Island, they were able to hide the Gomu Gomu no Mi for 900, 700, however many years, 700, 800 years. The only reason they hid the fruit for that long is because they were discriminated in the first place. The fishmen were banished from society. How else do you think the Fishman Island had Poseidon? They had Poseidon because Fishman Island was discriminated. They were banished. They were banished. So that's the take. That's the take. This robot is powering up right now from the drums of liberation because it once had the fruit. It once had the fruit. I do not believe for a second that there's a character 200 years ago in the story that ate the fruit and we haven't heard about them yet. I do not believe Oda's going to introduce a whole new character and explain to us how this character matters so much and they ate the fruit 200 years ago and for some reason Zunisha didn't hear the drums of liberation. Nah, bro. The reason that robot, or the reason why Zunisha didn't hear the drums for the past 900 years is because the robot does not have a heart to produce drums of liberation in the first place. Anyways, we always knew that fruits were like a heart. You always get a silver crown. Wouldn't it have a heart when it turned into Nika, like the raccoon elephant sword has one when it turns into the animal? We don't know if the raccoon or the elephant, if it has a heart. Think about the automata, right? Do you remember the automata in NL's cover story? Those robots were strictly just, here, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, you guys see this right here? Where is it? You guys see this panel? Remember this from NL's cover story? Look at how this is a robot. Look at how it's completely frightened. How it's completely shocked, right? It's acting like, this robot's acting as if it has human emotion, but we know it's not human. We know it's a robot. Let me find, cause there's that one panel on Karakuri Island where they were fixing the robot and you can see it doesn't have a heart. It's all just wiring. Where is it? This right here. Look, see this? I believe these are just mini versions of the ancient robot. They're just mini versions of the egghead robot. So again, the reason why the ancient robot must have powered up 200 years ago without Zunisha hearing the drums is because the robot doesn't have a heart to produce the drums in the first place. But if you feed this object that doesn't have a heart, a devil fruit, it's going to power up and it's going to be animated. It's going to be living. Or someone or a group of people can recreate the drums of liberation without using the Nika fruit. That's how they powered. That still doesn't make sense. What? Because you need to keep track of all the details. We know for a fact Zunisha has not heard the drums of liberation for 900 years. So you have to explain, how did this robot power up to here 200 years ago, but Zunisha hasn't heard the drums for 900 years? You have to explain that. There's no way around that. And I think the Occam's razor option, the most simplest conclusion, is that the Gomu Gomu no Mi was in the same Tamate Bako box as the energy steroids. They grabbed that fruit, they put it into the robot, and it powered up. And the reason it never produced drums for Zunisha to hear is because it doesn't have a heart in the first place. The only reason that Luffy has drums of liberation for people to hear is because he has a heart. But this ancient robot presumably does not have a heart in the first place. So if there's any questions you guys have about my take, feel free to ask. I think that's the most probable conclusion, because it seems to me that the ancient robot right now is booting up because of the drums of liberation. So clearly Luffy's fruit has something to do with the robot powering down. Read my last message. Yo, what's good, Vale? Thriller Bart got a giant stretching arm with no heart. It might be Oda's foreshadowing. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring that up. So if we go down this route again, that this ancient robot was fed the Gomu Gomu no Mi, this would parallel Thriller Bark. Because why is it that this ancient robot on Egghead looks so similar to Ors? You guys remember Ors? Ors and this ancient robot are so similar. I think the reason Oda's doing that is to show us how when Gecko Moria put Luffy's shadow in Ors, it's paralleling the Gomu Gomu no Mi going into the ancient robot. I forgot to mention that earlier. That's why Oda did it on purpose. Gecko Moria put Luffy's shadow into Ors, similar to how Fishman Island put the Gomu Gomu no Mi into the ancient robot. So therefore, the ancient robot powered up 200 years ago without Zunisha hearing. Because he doesn't have a heart. It's a robot. The only reason people hear Luffy's drums of liberation is because he has a heart. I'm telling you, you sometimes when it comes to the cooking chat, you got to keep track of all the details, because this story is so complex sometimes, bro. It's hard to keep track of all the details. But you know, when I have discussions and I read posts about this ancient robot, it seems like people forget that Zunisha has not heard the drums in 900 years, and that's a critical detail. Because how did, again, I have yet to see an answer. How did the robot power up 200 years ago if Zunisha did not hear the drums for 900 years? How? It must be because it was fed the fruit and it didn't have a heart. That robot is Ors with the armor on. Yeah, pretty much. This theory is making a lot of sense, especially with the way Oda parallels stuff. Appreciate it, bro. I'm glad I presume you like it, bro. I appreciate it. Do you think Loki will explain the origin of the robot? I think the robot... again, just to kind of come back to anyone that tuned in the past like 30 seconds, my take is that the reason the Tamate Bako box at Fishman Island is a national treasure is because it had the Gomu Gomu no Mi and the energy steroid pills. 200 years ago, when the Fishman Island residents got rights, they grabbed the Gomu no Mi, they put it in the ancient robot. The robot powered up, attacked Marijois. And this is exactly why Zunisha has not heard the drums in 900 years. Because the robot does not have a heart to produce the drums of liberation. So someone could have eaten the fruit, and since the water dampened sound, the sound didn't reach Zunisha? I don't know, man. I'm led to believe that Zunisha, this huge, gigantic elephant that goes up into the sky, that fucking lives for 1,000 years. I think Oda's going down the route where Zunisha is always going to hear the drums of liberation. Like, I don't care if you're at fucking Fuchsia Village. I don't care if you're at Impel Down. I believe Zunisha is always going to hear those drums of liberation. And again, the reason it didn't hear it from this robot is because this robot is a robot. It does not have heart. Sound travels better underwater? Damn. Silver Crown trying to fact check them. They thought because the fruit doesn't have a heart, the Gomu Gomu no Mi wouldn't activate. That's interesting. How did the devil fruit leave the robot? Probably through the destruction of the robot, through killing the robot. There had to have been some kind of function to kill the robot, similar to how like they kill pacifistas or they destroy pacifistas, or like even the automatas. The automatas that I pulled up earlier, like those guys seem to die and then they could get repaired and powered up. I think it's a similar case. Bro, just accept the fact that you're secretly spying on Oda. Yo, Roxy Alex was good, bro. Moria and Luffy in the same pose. Oh yeah, damn, I didn't even think about that. Look, they both have their arm going up to the right and they have their left arm down. Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that's pretty much my take. That's pretty much my take. Fishman Island was housing the Gomu Gomu no Mi up until 200 years ago. When the robot died, the fruit went back into circulation. That is my take, chat. What do you guys rate it? Chat, W theory or L theory? W theory or L theory? And I presume the king of Fishman Island, he's gonna parallel Gecko Moria, because Gecko Moria was the one that put Luffy's shadow into Oars. So then the play on that, the parallel to that, is the king of Fishman Island at that time grabbed the Gomu Gomu no Mi and put it in the robot. Oars died from the cold. Maybe a past user of Kuzan's fruit got the ancient robot. Oh, that's interesting. You're undetermined? Wait, who did you say is gonna mirror Moria? I believe the king of Fishman. So here's the thing, right? As much as I believe that the king of Fishman Island put the Gomu Gomu no Mi inside of the ancient robot 200 years ago, I don't necessarily believe that the king of Fishman Island knew what he was doing. Like, I don't think that the king of Fishman Island was like, okay, if I put this fruit in the robot, this fruit is definitely going to power up, and he's definitely going to climb the red line, and he's definitely going to kill or destroy Marijois. I don't think the king of Fishman Island knew all that. It was probably like a prophecy. It was more than likely a prophecy where the people of Fishman Island, they're like, okay, as soon as we get rights and we get to live at the surface, and as soon as we fishmen get to have access to the Reverie, let's power up that robot. Let's bring Joy Boy back. And that was their thought. So what do? They met with the government 200 years ago, Fishman Island get rights, and then they're like, okay, it's time. Let's grab this fruit. Let's put it into the robot, and now we're bringing Joy Boy back because we finally have rights. It's probably like the direction of a prophecy. I don't necessarily think the king at the time, whoever it was that put the fruit in the robot, that they necessarily wanted to cause harm. Which, by the way, that's another detail, chat. They also told us that the ancient robot climbed, when they were talking about Fishman Island getting rights, they also conveniently mentioned that the robot climbed the red line. Like, how convenient is that? You're going to talk about how the robot powered up 200 years ago, then you want to talk about Fishman Island, then you want to talk about climbing the red line. It seems to me that like Oda's trying to imply it climbed the red line from Fishman Island. Right? Because why else? Why else? Like, do you honestly believe that they just conveniently mentioned Fishman Island during Egghead for no apparent reason? Nah, they mentioned Fishman Island getting rights 200 years ago because that fruit, or because that robot was at Fishman Island. That's why Oda does it, chat. Oda mentions the Fishman residents getting rights 200 years ago because that's where the robot was. It was at Fishman Island. Yo, Prerna Mera, have a nice day, bro. Have a nice day, bro. Have a nice day. Venus will be the one to freeze the ancient robot now, like Kuzan did to Saul and Egghead's parallels. O'Hara, just like the pacifista. Yeah, so another thing, chat, in case like you guys are kind of like, in case you guys missed the detail, we can presume that the ancient robot was made by the ancient kingdom, because they said that this ancient robot was probably the most sophisticated piece of technology that existed at the beginning of the Void Century. They said that the ancient robot was some of the best technology at the beginning of the Void Century. And you have to think about, why would the ancient robot fight Marijois? Why would the ancient robot climb this red line and attack Marijois? We know that Marijois was the enemies of the ancient kingdom. We can all presume that. The Gorosei, the celestial dragons, that is the antithesis to the ancient kingdom. So I see a scenario, again, they grab this fruit, they put it in the damn robot, and this robot said, yo, I want revenge, bro. This robot finally powered up, and he's like, yo, I need revenge. I was Joy Boy's Nakama. They made me, I'm a robot, they made me 900 years ago to fight in the Void Century, to fight in the 100-year war, and defend the ancient kingdom. And that's why 200 years ago, he exactly went to he went to the Marijois Palace and started fighting. Marijois stole everything they have 100%. See, that's the irony of it. The irony of the situation is that the world government seems to hate piracy, but yet they themselves act in the form of piracy. It's just like real life elites. It's just like real life governments. They hate and they condemn what they themselves do. Look at Epstein. Look at Epstein. Look at other elites around the world. Elites around the world preach about how murder is bad, about how chaos is bad. We need order. But look at the ones producing harm to the world, chat. Look at the ones causing war. Do we see civilians trying to go to war? We see the militaries and we see elites propagate war. We see people like Hillary Clinton try to infiltrate Haiti and bring the downfall of Haiti. But y'all are not ready for that. What do you think we will, or when do you think we will get the full Void Century flashback? Bro, it's probably on Laugh Tale. I think, because, you know, one thing that I always wondered is, like, why do people never talk about the Rio Poneglyph? Chat, have you noticed that? One Piece fans never talk about the Rio Poneglyph. According to Robin, there's a thing called the Rio Poneglyph, aka Real Poneglyph. And what the Rio Poneglyph is supposed to do is tell the full history of the world on that poneglyph. I think the most obvious conclusion is that the Rio Poneglyph is stored on Laugh Tale. If you want to learn the true history of the world, as Rayleigh said, the Rio Poneglyph is going to have that full history on Laugh Tale. So yeah, I believe when the Straw Hats inevitably get to Laugh Tale, Robin's gonna find the Rio Poneglyph, they're gonna learn the true history of the world, and they're gonna come to their own conclusion, just like Rayleigh did, just like Rayleigh said. I hope that answers your question. L with the 10, bro, thank you. Appreciate you, L. Thank you so much, bro. Could it be the armor of one of Joy Boy's friends who died and now his soul is stuck in the armor? Just like Alphonse in Full Metal Alchemist. I haven't watched, or I've only watched like 3 or 4 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist, but is Alphonse the brother? Are you talking about the brother of the main character, the brother of the protagonist? I think in the very first episode, like, the protagonist like traded his brother or something, and his brother became armor or a knight or something like that. I guess that's possible. Yes, that's possible. It's not a bad theory. That's not a bad take. It is possible. Maybe it's Ors. Maybe Ors' soul is in that robot. But the thing that keeps pulling at me, L, the thing that keeps pulling me is we know the robot powered up 200 years ago. We know it did, unless they're lying. And I mean, how strange would that be for them to lie and the ancient robot didn't actually power up? That would be strange. We know the robot powered up. And we also know Zunisha didn't hear it for 700 years. And yet, when Luffy is jumping in joy with the drums of liberation near that robot, it powers up. Why is that? That robot remembers the drums because it used to have the fruit 200 years ago until it attacked Marijois and it died. Luffy said there's no way to get into or wear the Ancient Kingdom robot. Oh yeah, that is true. I was about to mention that a second ago, but I wasn't sure. So what? When Luffy climbed to the robot, he said he can't get inside of it. So the robot probably has like wires and fucking technology inside of it, huh? So it's like a robot. It's not armor. Is that what you're saying? Okay, King J sent us a picture, chat. Let's see what King J sent us. We got mail from King J. Damn it, did I just close the picture? Okay, let's see. Mars reaches Punk Records at the end of the chapter. He says, "You have no luck, Vegapunk," and then something catches his eye and looks up. Looks like your luck's come to an end. Oh, damn. And then, oh, King J. Chat, W or L? W or L? W or L? He might be cooking. He might be. 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 W or L, Tianti? W or L? W or L? W or L? W or L? Yo, King J, listen, if it is not dragon, I give up. No more dragon egghead theories. If this is not dragon, no more dragon egghead theories. We're calling it quits. This is the last chance. No more, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. It's like a toxic relationship. It's like a toxic relationship. One day you're in love, next day you fucking hate their guts. One day you think dragon's coming to Egghead next chapter, next day you're fucking miserable, you say dragon's never coming. I'm tired of this back and forth. If it's not dragon this time, I give up. We literally saw dragon 2 chapters ago in Kamabaka Kingdom. See, the thing is we don't know when that was, though. Do we know when that was? We don't know when that was. It's definitely possible, but I don't want to get my hopes up. You put Dragon and Kong into a room, the first to move or say anything loses. Who you got winning? I guess Dragon would win then in that case. Do you think Egghead Island is a foreshadowing of the end of One Piece with the Pirate Kingdom? Huh. Technically speaking, yes. Because it was in Egghead Island where we learned what Blackbeard's dream is. It's because of the Egghead Island arc that we learned what Blackbeard's dream is. Let me find it. This right here. Okay. As you guys remember, Blackbeard said that he wanted to turn Hachinosu, a pirate island, into a pirate country. Kobe rebelled, and Kobe said that they would never allow that. Remember that, chat? The government and the military would never give into such acts of terrorism, right? And Blackbeard's response was, hey, don't crush people's dreams. Blackbeard is directly saying that his dream is to have a pirate country. There's no way around it, chat. There's no way around it. He said he wanted to make a pirate country. Kobe said it would never happen. And Blackbeard's immediate response is to not crush people's dreams. So we can presume that Blackbeard's dream is to have a pirate country. And seeing that Blackbeard and Luffy are foil characters, I would assume that Luffy's true dream is also to have a pirate country. And what does pirate country mean? Free country. Just like how Luffy wanted to be what? The pirate king. Why does Luffy want to be the pirate king? To be the most free man. So if Luffy ever wanted to have a pirate country, a pirate kingdom, just like Blackbeard, wouldn't it also be a free country? And I think the reason why it's a parallel, Blackbeard and Luffy are foil characters in the sense of dreams, is because Blackbeard's sense of freedom would be something like Sudan, right? Something like a country with freedom, but turmoil and crime runs rampant. Like, yeah, Blackbeard runs a pirate country, he runs a pirate kingdom, but it's filled with crime, it's filled with evil. Luffy's free country, it's freedom, but there's no crime, there's no people running around killing people because it's free, they're allowed to do it. So I think like that's gonna be the separation there. That's gonna be like the inversion, that's gonna be the difference. The only reason Luffy wanted to become Pirate King and then hopefully become, or the only reason Luffy wanted to become Pirate King to then do this ultimate dream is because he needs to become Pirate King in order to then make a pirate country, right? And if you're still not convinced, chat, if you are still not convinced, we know Luffy wants to make a pirate country. We know Luffy wants to make a pirate country. Remember this, chat? Remember this. Who remembers this? Who remembers this? This was 2 pages after Luffy told Sabo and Ace's dream. 2 pages after Luffy. Let me say it one more time. This was 2 pages after Luffy spoke his dream. Luffy's country, pirate country, and Luffy and Blackbeard are foil characters. They both want to have a pirate country. That's Luffy's dream. I've been preaching this theory for such a long time now, and it's one of the next theories that I want to like refresh, like rejuvenate. Because you guys, a lot of you guys know I made that original video a long time ago. What's good, JJ? What's good, bro? I hope you're doing good, bro. I made the pirate country video a while ago, maybe a year ago at this point, but I've been sitting on it, just adding to it. There's so many more details. There's so many more details that go into it. And, you know, I strive for the answer. You know, I'm glad you guys like my content. I'm glad you guys like my theories, right? I appreciate it, right? But one thing I truly want you guys to know is I want to be correct. That's my thing, bro. I don't want to make a video that's like really cool. I don't want to make I don't want to make a theory that's like so different. I don't want to have a take that's so cool, so unique. No, I want to get the right answer. That's what I want. I want to have the answer. So I'm going to look through the story 100 times over. I'm going to reread arcs. I'm going to talk to so many hundreds of people every day, DMs about theories, talking to King J, all of these people. I need the answers. So if you're new here, welcome to the channel. The first thing you got to know about me is I strive for the answer. I strive for the truth. I strive for the evidence. I could never be biased in trying to make a theory just because it's cool. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. Hopefully you guys get my mindset. That's my thing, bro. I want the answers. How many times did you read One Piece? Bro, I've reread, dude, I don't even know if that's possible because I've mentioned this to people before. Bro, sometimes when I'm making a video and I'm trying to find a specific detail, I'll have to reread an entire arc. That's happened so many times. I will literally, like, I'll be editing the video and I'm like, okay, I need to go and I need to find what chapter was that in? What arc was that in? I know someone said that. I know Zoro said that back in Fishman Island. When did he say that? Now I got to go back to Fishman Island and I got to reread the whole fucking arc. Like, that's happened to me so many times. So I don't even know how many times I read One Piece, but many times, probably too many times, probably too much, too many times. That's wild, bro. I was saying the same thing last year and never saw that Luffy's country panel. That's insane. Now I'm 110% sure. Hey, I appreciate it, man. As you know, Miles, me and you, we've been preaching this pirate country theory for a very, very long time. You could go on YouTube, look it up. You'll find my video. Look it up right now. I uploaded it forever ago. But, you know, again, as I was saying, I've been sitting on the theory for so long. There's so many more details that go into it. There's so much more evidence that I found after going through the story over and over and over. And then, of course, we had this panel right here. Blackbeard saying, don't crush people's dreams. Blackbeard is literally telling, chat, listen to me. Listen, chat, are you listening to me? Are you listening? Blackbeard is literally telling you his dream is a pirate country. It's right there in black and white on paper. He is literally saying that his dream is a pirate country. So why would we ignore the fact that he's the biggest foil character to Luffy? And the white flag represents peace. Exactly. See, that to me was like a minor detail. Viswa, I've always noticed that white flag because that's surrender, that's peace. I always notice that. I just don't really throw that in there because I know a lot of the time people want that hard concrete evidence. But shout out to you, Viswa. I'm glad you noticed that because sometimes, like, when I make these theories, guys, there's all these little details that, like, I contemplate. I'm like, if I put this detail in a video, are people going to think it's reaching? Are people going to put the timestamp in the comments and be like, bro, I like this video, but at 2:13, that was a reach, bro, garbage. So, like, a lot of the time, I just, like, skip out on those details, but every time I've ever mentioned it to my other Discords, I always got treated crazy. Can't wait for people to see that panel. Hey, it's chapter 589. It's chapter 589 where Luffy made his own little country. 589. And the chapter that Blackbeard said his dream is a pirate country was chapter 1080. Yo, what's good, Spook? Yo, what's good, Zach? He is Zebek's son. I still believe Buggy is the son of Rocksteady Zebek, man. I'm still dying on that hill, bro. And if you guys haven't heard the theory, mods, if you can get the Rocksteady Buggy video, my newest one, if you could get the Rocksteady Buggy video link and put it into the chat right now, I would appreciate it. Guys, Rocksteady Buggy, it is not a meme theory. It is not a joke theory. It's a legit theory. There's legit evidence for it. And that's my take. I've spoken about it on many streams. So I would invite you to go watch the video. Nah, bro, you always right. If you say it, I know it's true. Hey, flattering. I'm not always right. But I strive to be right. I strive to get the most precise answer. That's all I could hope for. Thank you, Miles. I appreciate it. Shout out to Miles. Hey, Miles, did you see my birthday message, bro? Did you see my birthday message? Who's the strongest in your opinion of the Gorosei? It's hard for me to say if there is a strongest because they all could be relative to each other. But if there was a strongest of the Gorosei, let me see. Guys, what chapter was it when we saw all of the Gorosei? What chapter was that? The answer is Top Man. Bro, I can't lie. It's probably the bird one, bro. The bird Gorosei, man. Oh, the bird Gorosei, so lit, bro. I still think that's the coolest one. The coolest Gorosei is the bird, bro. It's the bird. It's the bird. Bird is the word. The bird Gorosei is the coolest. It's the coolest, man. Look at that. Look at that, bro. It's tough, bro. JJ, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but it's either the bird or it's the horse. It's either the bird or the horse. That bird, bro. Come on. That's tough, bro. You can't tell me that design. Okay, JJ, can you meet me halfway? Can you at least tell me that the bird has a nice design? Can you at least meet me halfway? Meet me halfway. Chat, is that bird a really cool design? Yes or no? I think it's lit as fuck. Even if it's not the strongest, meet me halfway. I know you know it's lit, bro. Worm Gorosei? Man, this is a knockoff Laboon, bro. He could never be Laboon, bro. You're not Laboon, bro. Bro thinks he's Laboon. Oh my God, bro. You are not Laboon. The bird has the best design, no cap. What? JJ, I thought you disagreed with that. I thought you said the horse was the best. The bird has the best design, no cap? Bro, I thought you said the horse was the best. You think the bird is the best? I think the bird's the best. What's good, Eli? What's good, Eli? Did I miss anyone in chat? Yo, to anyone I didn't say what's up to, I'm sorry. What's good, Simon? Young Smokey said, I'm starting to believe out of Luffy and Blackbeard, Buggy will be the first to sit on the throne. Bro, I love that. Why not, bro? Why not? What's the problem with Buggy sitting on the throne, bro? What's the problem with that? Evil Ho is goated. Yo, shout out to L, bro. Thank you. Thank you, L. I appreciate you, bro. Steve Harris, I miss watching your streams, bro. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. I take that as love, bro. I take that as a high frequency message. Chat, did you guys miss the streams? Chat, did you guys miss the streams? But yeah, JJ, so you think the bird is the best one? I thought you said the horse is the best one. Did I miss his message? Did JJ type? I might have missed it. I know he said, I maybe did, I don't know, but the Pokemon influence will always lead me. Wait, JJ, since when did you like Pokemon? Since when were you a bro? Bro. Hey, to anyone that likes Pokemon, bro, you're an instant W human being. You are an instant W specimen, bro. W human, man. Yo, Sam, what's good, bro? What's good, Sam? Chat, I wish I could say what's up to all of you, but there's so many messages all the time. And I have all of these theories. I have all of these ideas running through my head. It's so hard for me to say hello to everyone in chat. Just know, chat, I see you all. I love all y'all greatly. You guys want to do a poll? You guys want to do a poll? Best. Uh-oh, I spilled my drink on my keyboard, chat. My keyboard might break. Best Gorosei monster design? Okay, we're gonna say bird. We're gonna say worm. We're gonna say horse. We're gonna say spider. Oh, but that's only 4. Damn, which one should we leave out, chat? We can only do 4. Which one should I leave out? We can only do 4. There's 5 Gorosei members. Should we leave out the worm or should we leave out the boar? Worm? Okay, we'll leave out the worm. We'll put the boar. Because I don't think the worm's going to get first place anyways. All right, let's see. Y'all better vote for the bird. Leave out the bird? Mods, ban Silver Crown right now. Mods. Silver Crown in the chat, the one with the, what is that, Popeyes? I need you to, mods, ban Silver Crown right now. Eradicate him. The horse? Y'all are fake, bro. Obviously the bird is the best design there. 0 votes for spider. Yo, people don't even, yo, it's kind of funny because when we first got like the full Saturn design, remember everybody was like, oh bro, Saturn looks so sick. And like, don't get me wrong, I still think Saturn looks sick, but the worm's the hardest, bro. Or not the worm. The bird. The bird's the hardest. It's Ho-Oh. Eli said, oh, he likes me. Let's see. Then we got Young Smokey with the 10. Thank you so much, Young Smokey. The Itsumare has the best design, then Ethan, Venus, then Top Man, Workery. For me, I would put the bird first place, the horse second place, the spider third place, the boar fourth place, and the worm fifth place. That's my ranking. I just clipped you saying the worm is the hardest. Bro! Miles, you fake son of a bitch. Miles, don't make me expose who you voted for in the 2016 election. Don't make me expose who you're gonna infiltrate the jury to save in court right now. I'll tell the chat right now who you're trying to save in jury. You know what I'm talking about, Miles. You know where you hid those documents at. How do you pronounce it? Mar-Lago? I always forget how to pronounce it. Mar-Lago. Same exact order. Good take. Is Emu telling his Gorosei mods to extinguish chatters? Or, oh no, Evil is Emu telling his Gorosei mods to extinguish chatters. Trump location is crazy. Wait. I didn't say anything about Trump. That's fine. We could be like Yamato and Momo right now. We'll go down together. Nah, bro. I'm gonna be like Caesar Clown, bro. I'm gonna be like Caesar Clown. I'm gonna blow the whole island up. You're the Vegapunk to my Caesar. I'm blowing up this island, bro. Whose light are we extinguishing this time? Bro, we might have to extinguish Mr. Miles's light. Clown gives drugs to children. Shit. You got me there, bro. You got me there. You got me there. What's good, Ben? I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Do you think we see Emu's face before Egghead's arc is done? Chat, yes or no? Will we see Emu's face by the end of Egghead? And yes, spoilers are out right now. I got the spoilers on the screen for you guys. Will we see Emu's face before Egghead end? So, okay, guys, here's my take, right? Here's my take behind Emu's face. Okay, you guys have always seen, being in the One Piece community, you'll have someone say a theory, right? And one of the most common responses that people give as like rebuttals to theories is the idea that like it's too early, right? If someone made a theory about dragons showing up and killing somebody, someone would say, oh, it's too early in the story for that. Or 20, 30 chapters ago, if someone said, hey, we're going to see the Gorosei this arc, we're going to see their monster forms, somebody would say, oh, it's too early for that. If we're in Wano and someone makes a theory about Luffy unlocking Gear 5 and Luffy awakening his Devil Fruit, what are people going to say? It's too early. If people talk about in Wano, is Zoro going to use Conqueror's Haki this arc? It's too early. I've come to realize that it's too early is subjective, chat. It's too early is completely subjective. Just because it's too early for you doesn't mean it's too early for me. And at the end of the day, isn't it Oda's opinion, right? Isn't it Oda's opinion if something is too early or not? So what I'm trying to basically say is when you debate things, try to stay as fact-based as possible, right? Something really opinionated and subjective, like it's too early, it doesn't have strong legs to stand on. Something more concrete to argue for or against the Gorosei or Emu showing their face is what King J just said. We're in the final saga, right? That is something a bit more concrete, something we could talk about. So being that we just saw the Gorosei's monster forms, being that Luffy's using his awakening, being that like we just got a little bit of God Valley, all of this shit, it leads me to believe it's not too early for to see Emu's face. Why is it too early? Why is it? Because what are we really gonna do? Because if Emu has a face that we have not seen before in the story, then it doesn't really do anything. The only way that showing us Emu's face would have a profound impact on readers is if we recognize Emu's face. That's the only way. So like if Emu looked like Shanks and Emu was somehow, some way a Figureland, then that's gonna shake the readers, right? Because we're gonna see Emu and be like, holy shit, Emu, is he Shanks' father? Is Shanks' grandpa? Like, that's how you leave a profound impact on the reader. But again, if we go down the route that Emu is an unfamiliar face, then it's not too strong of an impact on the reader. So therefore, there's not too much justification to holding back showing Emu's face. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you guys understand? If Emu has a face we've never seen before, then it doesn't reveal too much. But if Emu has a familiar face, then we could start connecting all the dots. It's a big reveal, right? I don't know if Emu's gonna have a face we recognize. I have no clue. Emu could have a face like a Figureland. Maybe Emu could look like similar to Mihawk. Maybe Emu looks like a real life deity. Maybe Emu looks like Satan. Maybe Emu looks like fucking Buddha, Jesus. I don't know. Like Oda could go in a bunch of different directions and spin it, right, in his story. So I'm not even sure. I would have to know if Emu's gonna be recognizable or not. That's how I would try to determine if it's too early to see Emu's face or not. And if there was a gun to my head right now and someone was asking me if we're gonna see Emu's face by the end of Egghead, I don't know. I think it's too hard. If people say no, I understand, I guess. And if people say yes, I guess I understand. I just don't really like the argument of like, it's too early. I don't feel like that's a good argument. Emu's gonna have Gaimon's face? Bro, I've been waiting for people to preach the word of Gaimon. Me and Harrison for the past 2 years have been trying to enlighten people on Gaimon. Who remembers my Rocksteed Buggy video? You guys remember my Rocksteed Buggy video? What did I say about Gaimon in that video? Who remembers? Who remembers what I said about Gaimon in that video? Gaimon Enjoyer. Yo, Gaimon Enjoyer is hilarious. I'm saying I think of instead of a panel reveal, Emu will get Sabo describing all the Gorosei, and Emu describe Emu as a woman with long blue hair and very beautiful, plus the hawk like red eyes. I don't know, man. I'm still under the belief that Emu is masculine male. You know, they refer to Emu as king and they refer to Emu as a man through I think it was the Gorosei. Didn't they refer to Emu as Emu Sei? And Sei is for man and Go is for woman or something like that? Emu's gonna have Pika's voice. Okay, let me I think I saved it to my hard drive. Yeah, Japanese fans think that Emu is male because Emu is called Emu Sei in this chapter and not Emu Gu, like Charlia, Charlos' sister. So in Japanese, guys, when you use Sei, that's for men, right? And when you use Gu, that's for women, right? And they refer to Emu as Emu Sei. So that's implying that Emu is a woman, or a man, I'm sorry. It's implying that Emu is a man. And then, you know, king of the world, you know, we've had this debate so many times. I can't be bothered to go back into it. Thoughts on Drake diss? Bro, the Drake diss is obviously to farm record sales and to farm streams. All of these rappers are trying to get into this beef and diss each other so that they could farm streams and farm record sales. I guarantee you these guys are going to start dropping some albums soon. Drake is going to announce an album. Fucking Kendrick might announce an album. They're all going to start announcing music. And, you know, I think instead of focusing on Kendrick dissing this guy and J. Cole dissing this guy and J. Cole apologizing, what if we actually focused on things that matter? Why don't we focus on like children getting trafficked around the world? Why don't we focus on like Israel and Iran? Why don't we focus on things that actually matter? And I already know people hate that kind of thinking, and people are going to be like, oh, you're Jaden Smith. Bro, see, already right there said Jaden Smith. But that's just how I see it, bro. Like, I don't feel good. It doesn't lead me to become a better person, a smarter person, to like be so wrapped up into like rap beef. It feels pointless to me. And like, that's what like I grew up in. Like, I grew up in like in Florida, listening to rap music, following this beef, following this rapper, looking how this rapper killed this guy, the backstory behind TK, all the Chicago rappers, Chirac, like that's all the stuff that like I grew up with, right? So I have a disposition to that kind of like pop culture, like kind of like lifestyle, right? But at the end of the day, like some of my main virtues and some of my main ideals is caring about the world, bro, and caring about what's going on and trying to enlighten the people around me and trying to bring people to a better understanding of the world we live in. You said I missed your super chat. I'm so sorry, bro. Shout out to Brandon King with the 2. Blackbeard equals Joy Boy's descent. Sun becomes black holes. You know, that would be interesting because like lately I've been thinking that Blackbeard could become, or I guess he could be a Buccaneer, right? The fact that they said Buccaneers are a lineage rather than a race makes me think like, okay, well, if it's a lineage, then doesn't that mean it's a family? And then what's the definition to Buccaneer? It's pirate. So that just further shows that the Buccaneer being a race doesn't actually make sense. It's the Buccaneer as a lineage makes much more sense. And they're called Buccaneers probably because those were like the first pirates in the world. Probably Joy Boy's family, Joy Boy's Nakama. They were known as Buccaneers, and these guys had great powers in them. And when they had children and they passed it down, that's why people like Kuma and Blackbeard have these weird bodies. So I guess technically you could try to spin it and argue that it's a race thing. I think it's more so a lineage thing. And I think the reason why Blackbeard is able to have two different devil fruits is because of his weird body. Remember how Marco said that? Marco, when Blackbeard ate that second devil fruit, Marco said, it must be because Blackbeard has a weird body. Do you guys remember what the first thing Vegapunk said was when he was testing on Kuma? Wow, you have a weird body. I haven't seen this before. I think Oda's drawing a parallel there. You have Marco, a doctor, talking about Blackbeard's weird body. You have Vegapunk, a scientist / doctor, talking about Kuma's weird body. And yet Kuma's supposed to be dead and he's still running around doing shit. He still seems to have some type of sentience. I think it's because Blackbeard is a Buccaneer. And the reason that they're called Buccaneers is because Buccaneer is just another word for pirate. Literally go look up the definition. Buccaneer is just a pirate. And those are probably like Joy Boy's Nakama, probably Joy Boy's family, his closest people. And like they call themselves Buccaneers and they passed it on from generation to generation, bro. That's my take. If the person Mars saw is the giant robot, this chapter is ass. Every chapter ending with the ancient cliffhanger is making me want to puke. That's what I'm saying. Like the ancient robot as a cliffhanger, it's so boring. It's boring. I don't want to see the ancient robot anymore. I'm tired of it. Like show me the ancient robot when he's doing something. How many more times do we have to see the ancient robot light his eyes up? It's boring. Show me something else. Whitebeard is a Buccaneer. I think if there's another character that's a Buccaneer, it's probably Blackbeard, given the whole pretense of Buccaneers having weird bodies. You know? Yo, what's good? Prophet was good, bro. My boy Prophet. Also, Kuma was shown to sleep unlike Blackbeard. See, but we know the whole thing about Blackbeard sleeping is because of a snow country, right? We could already deduce that, right? Luffy said, by the way, did you know that people who live in snow countries don't sleep, right? I don't think Luffy just randomly said that, because remember, Luffy was saying this when they were running from the killer rabbits. The killer bunnies at Drum Island, Luffy and Sanji were running for their life. Yet Luffy just randomly stops running for his life. Oh, by the way, did you know that people in snow countries never sleep? Like, bro, you're literally running from a big monster trying to kill you. Why are you saying this? The only reason Oda would put that in the story is to tie into something else, because this is a thread to another plot line. And I think the obvious thread is the idea that Blackbeard never sleeps. Right? So the reason why that's so important is because Oda wants us to believe that, or Oda's, not necessarily that he wants us to believe, but Oda's pushing us in the direction and implying that the reason Blackbeard never sleeps is because of where he's from, not necessarily because of his lineage. Otherwise, throw this Luffy panel in the garbage. If Blackbeard doesn't sleep because of his lineage, throw this Luffy panel, or no. If Blackbeard not sleeping is because of his body and like his lineage, you should just throw the Luffy panel in the garbage. It seems to me that Blackbeard never sleeps because he's from a snow country. And yeah, it was on Drum Island. Exactly. Shout out to Mr. Miles. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Buccaneers have multiple wills in them. That's why Blackbeard can have multiple fruits and Kuma can act and use haki despite losing one of his wills. That's 100% what I believe. 100%. And I don't know if we talked about it before, Miles, but I've been holding that exact same theory for some time now, ever since because Chad, didn't Saturn recently say something about Blackbeard? Didn't we get a panel about like Saturn talking about Blackbeard's race or something like that? I think again that's Oda implying that Blackbeard is a buccaneer just like Kuma. You mean to tell me when we finally get Saturn in the story and we learn about Kuma, Saturn has this whole deep history with Kuma, and Saturn figured out that Kuma is from the secret legendary race known as the Buccaneers, and he just so happens to mention Blackbeard's race? That's way too much of a coincidence. That is not a coincidence. I think it's because Oda's, again, he's leading us into a conclusion that Blackbeard and Kuma come from the same race. And the curveball is making us believe that Kuma was the last one of his race. Blackbeard wasn't. And the reason we see Blackbeard crying under the moon, the reason why we see Blackbeard as a little kid crying, trying to join the Whitebeard Pirates, is because something horrible happened to his country. They probably, maybe the Gorosei figured out, oh shit, there is one more Buccaneer family left. So the world government went to an island, probably blew it up, probably killed everyone, and Blackbeard escaped. So it would be Blackbeard and Kuma as the final Buccaneers. You know? Because it seems to me that Oda's trying to set up a sad backstory for Blackbeard. Having him cry under the moon, having Blackbeard begging to join the Whitebeard Pirates, something tumultuous has to have happened in Blackbeard's backstory. And I think that tumultuous aspect of Blackbeard's backstory has to do with him being a Buccaneer. Saturn figured it out because of Blackbeard eating another fruit. Yeah, man. But so here's the interesting thing about that, Miles. We know that the Gorosei, when they were alone in a room after Marineford. The Gorosei amongst themselves said that Blackbeard was the first person in history to eat 2 devil fruits. I believe that Blackbeard learned the truth about Buccaneers and his lineage, and he came up with the idea of eating 2 devil fruits. I think there truly was nobody that had 2 devil fruits as a Buccaneer, and Blackbeard was the first one to do it. Blackbeard knows way more than we think. Exactly. I mean, Oda himself said that through Blackbeard's didn't Oda say in SBS Blackbeard's hobby is historical research? Blackbeard more than likely did historical research, finding out that Buccaneers, oh shit, there's a legendary race called the Buccaneers. And then he kept reading, and he figured out like, wait, am I a Buccaneer? I can relate to all of this. I'm Blackbeard. I feel like I'm a Buccaneer. What if knowing I have 2 wills, 2 hearts, 2 something, right? 2 wills, hearts, souls, however you want to pitch it, 2 whatever. What if I had a second devil fruit? And Blackbeard came up with that theory, but no one before Blackbeard ever did it. So that's why the Gorosei amongst themselves would say, oh, Blackbeard's the first one in history to ever do it, because no one tried it. It was Blackbeard that tried it first. And the only reason he pulled it off is because he's a Buccaneer, which again ties into how convenient is it for this exact same arc. We learn that Kuma has a deep history to Saturn. Saturn knows how Kuma is a Buccaneer, and then also just coincidentally talks about Blackbeard's special race, his lineage, whatever. It's too convenient. It's too convenient. Blackbeard more than likely is a Buccaneer. Oh shit, you're right. He did say he was the first one, but we know Saturn did experiment with devil fruits, and on any theorized that Buccaneer would be capable of eating more than one fruit, then saw Blackbeard. Yeah, I guess that's possible. Blackbeard's a breakthrough genius? Yeah, I think he is. I mean, we're talking about Blackbeard, right? This guy technically orchestrated the death of Ace. He orchestrated Marineford War. He orchestrated getting Whitebeard killed. He orchestrated getting the Gura Gura no Mi. Blackbeard is being set up as one of the biggest antagonists in the entire story. So this guy who's orchestrating all this shit and Oda's trying to set him up as one of the big bads, it makes a lot of sense that Blackbeard would discover something like this, that Blackbeard did the research and he figured it out. Because think about fucking Doflamingo. Doflamingo, sure, he's a big bad, but Doflamingo isn't the big bad, and yet Doflamingo has knowledge of things like the national treasure of Marijois. How does Doflamingo have that? He's not that big of a character, something on the level of Emu and Blackbeard. So, you know, it makes a lot of sense to me that, again, Blackbeard being set up as this huge integral piece to the story, he would be someone to figure out how to have 2 devil fruits. And keep in mind, when Blackbeard threw that robe over Whitebeard and he did whatever he did to get that second devil fruit, it was Shiryu and I think it was Katarina Devon, or was it Van Auger? I don't remember who it was. It was someone in the Blackbeard Pirates. They were saying, what if this doesn't work? So Blackbeard clearly had an idea. Blackbeard clearly had an idea. He clearly had a theory. Before Blackbeard ever had the second fruit, they said, what if it doesn't work? He clearly had an idea. How did he get this idea? He had to have thought it out. He had to have figured something out. And he told his crew, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm going to try to get Whitebeard's devil fruit. So it seems to me that Blackbeard being a Buccaneer is one of the front running theories. Blackbeard is playing chess, not checkers. Blackbeard relies on fate, just like letting Magellan, basically Venom. Yeah, so Miles, that territory can be a little bit dangerous because as much as Blackbeard believes in fate, there has to be some kind of calculations that go into it. Like, I don't think Blackbeard just had zero information and he's like, I'm going to just try to eat a second devil fruit and I'm going to try to see if it's real. Like, I think there is some kind of integral reason to push him to have a second devil fruit, right? I don't think he solely relied on fate. It was probably like he heard about Buccaneers. He heard about the 2 souls, 2 hearts, 2 wills, however you want to call it. And he's like, what if that fact about Buccaneers allows me to have a second fruit? So then it was kind of fate. It's like, okay, I know about Buccaneers, but it might not work. Sure, I'm Blackbeard, I could be a devil fruit, or I could be a Buccaneer, but that doesn't mean it has to work. So then fate kind of goes into it. He's kind of hoping that it works out. And that's exactly why Blackbeard's crewmates said, hey, what if this idea doesn't work out? Because they said that. The Blackbeard Pirates, they said that. They said, what if this doesn't work? What are they going to do? So clearly Blackbeard had some kind of knowledge. He had some kind of idea. He didn't have the full picture. Like, Blackbeard probably didn't know for sure that he would have a second fruit, but he figured out something that made it worth a try. But yeah, he's a foil to Luffy and just as reckless as him, despite having information and being actually cunning. He did make a gamble. Exactly. Yeah, I think Blackbeard, he had some kind of knowledge that made him want to have a second fruit, but he didn't know for sure it was going to work. Or maybe he just believed it was going to work. He had that indomitable will. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make it work. It's going to work. And he just believed it and it just so happened to work. But I do definitely believe that Blackbeard had some type of knowledge. Why don't you tell a little bit about your spiritual journey? We talked about that towards the beginning of the stream. Basically, I just learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about life. I learned a lot about the 4D, the 5D, the 3D. And it opened my eyes up to a lot of things, chat. Us as humans, chat, we're really just radio towers. You know? With our heart, when the outside world, chat, inflicts us. You know, when someone says something to you, your heart is sending chemical signals up to your brain, and your heart tells your brain to produce a certain chemical, right? That chemical produces something called emotion, right? So if someone says something very rude to you, your heart and your brain, you hear that, your heart sends a chemical to your brain and it's released in your brain and you get angry, right? And we have a whole electromagnetic field around our body. We produce an electromagnetic field. They figured that out through science already. We as humans have an electromagnetic field, and this electromagnetic field is incredibly important to us, and people try to make it seem like pseudoscience. The One Piece world, the One Piece story is so similar to real life. Oda based One Piece off of real life, bro. It blows my mind how people read One Piece and like they're like, oh, One Piece isn't a political manga. Like, wasn't it Hassan, that leftist streamer? He was doing an interview, or he was on a podcast, and I think Hassan, he said something about how like One Piece is a really political manga, and people were like, what? How is it a political manga? That's a dumb mistake. Bro, it is a political manga. In the world of One Piece, they literally have an elite group of people who work for the government who silence people. How is that not the same thing as the CIA? How is that not the same thing as elites and elitism in the real world? Oda's literally using the real world to make his story. And of course, Oda adds fictitious things to it, or mythology. Of course, Oda's going to add devil fruits and hockey and stuff like that. It's a story. It's a fictional story. But that doesn't mean Oda's not going to add real stuff to the story. So when you get the translation of the word hockey, what does it mean? Doesn't it mean willpower? Doesn't it mean will? Doesn't it mean spirit? That's what hockey is. They're using spiritual. Look at Luffy. Literally, Luffy sits there and meditates. Do you guys remember when Luffy was fighting Katakuri? Bro was literally using ESP. Look. How is Luffy closing his eyes and dodging everything? Why is Luffy sitting here meditating? What about this? What about this? When Luffy's voice was gone, that was Luffy having an ego death. Oda's getting this idea of real world things and putting it into the story in the sense of a manga, in the sense of an anime. It's the same thing. He's just putting it in a different way. And this is Luffy's ego death right here, right? Luffy finally ascended. Luffy has heart coherence, bro. Luffy has elevated emotions. Notice how Luffy's biggest ideals is being happy, is having freedom. Those are high vibrational things in real life. So that's Oda trying to use, spirituality, trying to use stuff like that in the story. The 7 radiances of Humbaba. Yo, what's good, Jithan? That's why I love One Piece. It has everything to do with the real world. Facts, 100%, bro, 100%. 100% Oda's using real world stuff for the One Piece story. 100%. So when you think of these things like awakenings, when you hear about this thing called hockey, observation hockey, bro, it's just based off of stuff in the real world. Stuff that you see in Buddhism, stuff that you see in Hinduism, stuff you see in Japanese culture. Oda's using it, and he's putting it in his own anime manga way. Yo, what's good, Matilda? He's trying to use Sage mode. What's good, Dawn of Ascension? Mudra. Yeah, look at Luffy hitting the Mudra. Look at Luffy hitting the Mudra. Look at Luffy hitting the Mudra. Oda's using spirituality and Asian philosophy. 100%, 100%. Just like how Oda's using elitism, Oda's using the world government, Oda's using secrecy. Bro, the whole entire story, the foundation of this entire manga is the idea that there was a secret advanced civilization that was wiped off the planet, and the history of them is hidden. That is the whole foundation of One Piece. Because if there was no Ancient Kingdom and there was no Gorosei, there wouldn't be a One Piece. The only reason the main character Luffy is chasing the One Piece is because some guy from this legendary advanced kingdom was killed off and he had to hide this legendary treasure. Doesn't that sound like real life? We know in real life they're always talking about these ancient civilizations. Atlantis, Mu Kingdom. There's endless examples of ancient kingdoms that were so advanced. It's just like real life. Why do you think at Alabasta, the Rain Diners, right? You remember Rain Diners, the casino, and they went downstairs and they talked to Crocodile? It's a fucking pyramid, chat. Rain Diners is a pyramid in Egypt. Remember that? This is a fucking pyramid in the middle of Egypt. And then you look at Shandora, clearly based off of Aztec Mayan culture. Clearly, 1-to-1. This right here, actually, this is a better photo. Look at this. Look, chat, it is the exact same thing. Even down to the hieroglyphs. You guys remember my dragon theory about him being the Amaru? The Amaru, the Quetzalcoatl, it's all over Mexico. It's all over Peru. And it's also all over Shandora and Skypiea. Oda's basing so much of the story on real life. And think about fucking, the biggest one to me, chat, is Cypher Pole. We learned way earlier in the story that they said Cypher Pole is an agency, a secret agency that has the privilege to kill. Does that not sound like the CIA, chat? The CIA of America, 3-letter agency, literally has the right to lie, use deception, and to kill people. They are legally allowed to kill people. So when Oda makes something like Cypher Pole, it's clearly based off of the CIA. Shout out to Young Smokey with the 20, bro. Thank you, bro. Big Smokey. Thank you so much, Young Smokey. Oda made numerous references to Hiroshima and Nagasaki through Wano being a wasteland and the many bombs. Bro, I was talking, so shout out to Dawn of Ascension. I was talking to her about this the other day, right? And I've been thinking about this idea for a very long time. Bro, the idea that, oh my God, this is a whole rabbit hole, guys. And if I go really in depth and into detail, it's going to take a very long time. I would end up talking your ear off. But chat, it's possible that the ancient kingdom discovered nuclear technology. It's possible that the ancient kingdom discovered nuclear weapons, right? And what would that be similar to? World War II, chat. World War II. Oda is from Japan. What did Japan have to suffer to in World War II? They suffered in nuclear technology. So if they had this super advanced ancient civilization known as the Ancient Kingdom, creating all these crazy technology, it makes a lot of sense to me that they blew themselves up, or maybe Emu used it. They used nukes, they used nuclear technology, and they blew up the fucking world. They blew up this ancient kingdom. And it would be kind of playing off the idea of World War II. So especially when you look at something like Mother Flame, like apparently Mother Flame needs this super important energy source and it's just able to eradicate an entire island. It sounds like nuclear weapons to me. Mother Flame just sounds like a nuclear bomb, bro. They made a UFO. Mother Flame is a fucking UFO that shoots nuclear beams out of the fucking out of the machine into the ground. So that would be interesting. It would kind of be like One Piece is like playing off of World War II, where like in a different timeline, like they used nuclear weapons and they killed off civilizations and it was hidden. Right? It was like if we lived in a World War II timeline and like nuclear weapons was blowing up the world and now the elites hid that ever happened. And they're trying to tap back into it. They're trying to get back into that ancient energy source that they had back in the day. That ancient energy source that probably destroyed the ancient kingdom. I wonder what that ancient energy source is. Because they seem to be using it for Mother Flame. And Mother Flame seems to be able to eradicate an entire island. I think Oda might be going off of the idea that the Void Century was similar to World War II. But yeah, Young Smokey, the whole Hiroshima and Nagasaki thing, it makes a lot of sense to me, bro. And I still stand under the belief that Mother Flame, is a UFO, and I'm not kidding. I believe Mother Flame is literally a flying saucer, and I'm not even joking. This thing floating in the sky that was made by the Vegapunks is a UFO. It is a fucking flying saucer, and I'm not even joking, because we have One Piece going to the idea of dinosaurs, giants, Alice in Wonderland, heaven, hell, Japan, what do you call it, Italy. You have One Piece going into so many directions. We even had the One Piece story had NL go to the moon. NL literally went to the moon, and Oda put on the cover story, Space Pirates. Chat, those are aliens. Space pirates, those are fucking aliens. They even look like aliens. So my thing is like, where's the UFO? Oda, you remember when Oda put a alien mask on in volume 1 of One Piece? Where is the alien aspect of One Piece? Where is the UFO aspect of One Piece? I believe it's Egghead Island, chat. It's Egghead Island. Vegapunk, this nuts and bolts guy that uses all of this crazy technology. He makes lightsabers. He has holograms. He literally has spaceships coming out of the ground of his island. I think he's a nuts and bolts guy. And the Vegapunks, whether you want to say York, whether you want to say Stella, whoever, the Vegapunks, I believe they made a machine, a craft, because that's all they do on Egghead. They make machines and technology. They made a flying craft that's able to shoot this crazy source into the ground and blow up an entire island. It's going to be a flying machine. It's going to be a flying machine, bro. That's why NL has the pictures of the ancient weapons right after, or no, that's why NL cover story has the pictures of the ancient weapons right after NL used the Arc Maxim, did the same exact thing. Thank you, facts. I've also preached that several times. I made a tweet about it. It was a long time ago. Let's see if I could find it. Cause chat, the double page of Lulusia being nuked is the same exact thing as the double page of the Arc Maxim. And I was talking to Dawn of Ascension about this like a day or two ago. I tweeted it a long time ago, but it's the exact same thing. And I believe the reason why Oda is trying to have Lulusia parallel the Arc Maxim situation is because Mother Flame is going to be a flying machine just like the Arc Maxim. Let's see if I could find the tweet, because I tweeted it a long time ago. I hope I could find it. Like the stream. I hope I could find it. I tweeted it a while ago. I don't even remember what I put in the tweet to search by text. Was it this? It was this. Okay, cool. Let me put the pictures here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, because I tweeted this forever ago. Okay, chat, check this out. We'll put this on the left, this on the right. Look at this, chat. Look at this. You have the villain on the right side of the double page, and you have lasers striking the ground on the left side of the double page. And the important thing here is Enel was doing this when he was on the Arc Maxim. Just like how there's something flying in the air of Lulusia, there's a big object in the sky. That's because they made a flying machine. A flying machine. You don't even see that in One Piece, which is another reason why I believe this. I think Vegapunk, he's pushing the world into the world. He's pushing the planet into the world of helicopters, planes, UFOs. Why haven't we seen that, chat? Why is it only horses? Why is it only ships that sail the ocean? We never see flying machines in One Piece. But yet when you look on Egghead, you literally see spaceships. And he says that they say that Egghead is based off of the Ancient Kingdom. Look at this. Look at this, chat. That is a fucking spaceship. So you mean to tell me they have spaceships, but they don't have helicopters? They don't have airplanes? This whole island Egghead is based off of the Ancient Kingdom, and he even said the Ancient Kingdom was more advanced than Egghead. So that leads me to believe, okay, did the Ancient Kingdom have helicopters? Did they have airplanes? And now when they dropped nukes back in the Ancient Kingdom or the Void Century, it set the world back. I guess it was like a world reset. But yeah, if you guys check this out right here, to me it's clear as day. This is clear as day. NL and Emu are meant to parallel each other using these machines, these flying machines, striking fucking energy to destroy planets, to destroy the world. So yeah, I believe that Mother Flame is literally gonna be a flying UFO. It's literally gonna be a flying saucer, bro. And I'm not even joking. The proof is in the pudding. Is NL's panel shooting 16 beams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It looked like 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's 17 beams. It's 17 beams for NL. Got the glass ball out already? Yo, Surgeon, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? They are 500 years late. Yeah, I mean, just look at NL theories nowadays. People, people have always been arguing that NL is meant to parallel Emu because it makes a lot of sense. Doflamingo, false king. NL, false king. Emu, false king. Like, that's a recurring theme in One Piece. Emu's gonna be this false king that had to use technology to eradicate people like Joy Boy. That was probably the downfall of the ancient kingdom. They probably used technology to eradicate them. And it's similar to the real world. You see how in the real world, elites especially, they like to call spirituality like pseudoscience, and they want to try to do things from spirituality through technology. Like, think about MK Ultra. You guys know about MK Ultra, ran by the CIA? Like, that whole thing was trying to use drugs, trying to use technology, trying to use LSD to read minds, to manipulate people. Isn't that just like based off of like spirituality stuff, but more in a technological aspect? I swear One Piece is so similar to the real world to where it's like undeniable. That's Oda's entire point, to make One Piece so similar to the real world in a very entertaining anime kind of way. Emu did nothing wrong. Chat, is that true? Do you guys believe that Emu did nothing wrong? Oh, we will see Emu's face before Egghead, or will we see Emu's face before Egghead ends? No has 69%, chat. Nice. Bro, this is my stuff. I love drugs and neurology. Yeah, it's very entertaining, man. Yo, Gagani, what language is that, bro? I have no clue what you're saying. Chat, does anyone know what language that is? Yo, Noob to God, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? They were trying to get people to learn something called remote controlling, similar to Future Say. Yeah, bro, remote controlling, remote viewing. That was also, wasn't that like another CIA project, Project Stargate? Project Stargate, what they were doing was giving people like theta wave sounds, trying to get people to meditate so that they can do remote viewing. And this is in real life, chat. You could go and search this up. It's in real life, not a movie, not a TV show, not a book, in real life. The CIA had a project called Project Stargate where they were trying to get people to learn how to remote view. And what they called remote viewing was basically a human leaving their vessel, leaving their physical 3D body to then view other locations. So the CIA would go and try to discover like other military bunkers. They would try to go look at the moon. This was actual serious science that they were doing. And what is that based off of? It's based off of spirituality, but they wanted to use science and they wanted to use technology to do it. So it's so crazy to me. Like, this ties into what I was saying a second ago. It's like, you have these people calling spirituality, calling, the truth to our souls and vessels pseudoscience, but then they try to do the same thing through technology. Reading people's minds is pseudoscience, but we're going to create a machine to do it. Like, it's because they want to create machines. They want to create technology to then control people. Eva went down that rabbit hole, as did Oda. Google Translate says it's Bengali. What language is that? What country primarily speaks Bengali? This stream is Big W. Appreciate it, bro. Oda has been down all kinds of rabbit holes. Facts, man. 100%. Bangladesh. Okay. No rabbit holes. Oda and Evil is speaking facts. Oda is indeed based. You'll know that Luffy is wrong and the evil motherfucker and that Emu was right the whole time. Yo, Jin Marks. That's a hot take, bro. That's a hot take. Yo, how many likes do we have on the stream, guys? How many likes do we have on the stream? One Piece over Berserk. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I love me some Berserk, but I gotta put One Piece in first place. I have to. One Piece is my baby. It's my pride and joy. The throne being the shape of the Vatican Square or whatever, bro. That's another thing, bro. The empty throne, that is not a design. That's not a an accidental design, bro. 100% Oda based this throne. Fuck, King J, are you still watching the stream? King J, do you remember how like a year and a half ago I sent you a picture on Discord of I think it was an Indonesian throne. And the Indonesian throne in real life is exactly like the empty throne in One Piece. Because it was the same shape and it had a lion on the left and the right. King J, please tell me you remember me sending you that. Because I have no clue what that throne's called. I forgot what it's called. But there's a throne in real life that looks exactly like the empty throne in One Piece. And the throne in real life, I think it was the seat for a legendary bird in Hinduism. I forgot what the bird's called. But there's a legendary bird in Hinduism that I believe the throne, Vishnu's throne, I think it's that. I think it's Vishnu's throne. I saw it a long time ago because I was trying to do some digging to figure out if the empty throne was based off of something. And there was a very specific picture I found on Google Images that is the exact same thing as the empty throne. But I don't remember where I found it. It was like a golden throne. Garuda, yeah, Garuda. Maybe I think it was Garuda actually. Garuda, because Garuda's the bird, right? Not Vishnu. I think it was Garuda. Yeah. This right here. This is the exact picture. This. I sent this to King J so long ago, over a year ago for sure. It's like nearly identical to the empty throne. Look at the lions on the left and the right. Look at the squiggly lines on the empty throne. Very identical to the squiggly lines on this throne. Right? You see that, chat? I found this a really long time ago. I wasn't able to come up with a full-fledged theory because guys, how many times have I referenced Hinduism in my videos, chat? Because this throne is from Hinduism, is it not? Look at this, by the way. You guys see this right here? Look at this piece in the middle of the empty throne, and then look at this piece right here. Look at the bird on the left, and then look at the bird on the right. You see that? It just so happened to be in the exact same place. And then there's two lions, right? Just so happened to be in the exact same place. Even down to the shape of this is very similar. It's like pointing up. It's like almost like a triangle kind of design. But yeah, you can see like Oda put the bird here to resemble, I think this is Garuda. I think this bird is Garuda from Hinduism. So Emu could be related to Garuda. So I think what I said a while ago when I was talking to King J about this theory is, I believe what I was saying is that this throne was actually Joy Boy's throne. I believe that this empty throne was Joy Boy's throne, and they killed Joy Boy and stole the throne from him. And that Garuda in Hinduism, that's the bird on here, is the friend of Joy Boy, who would be a parallel to Pel. So there's probably a guy that had Pel's devil fruit before Pel, and he was Joy Boy's Nakama. And that bird is going to be revealed, sometime in the future with a flashback, and it would tie into Hinduism. So even, I guess now you could say that, like, what, Luffy could play into Vishnu in a way, and then Garuda can play into Pel. And maybe that's a reason that Oda kept Pel alive. Because you guys know, One Piece fans hate how Pel is alive. Why did Oda keep Pel alive? Maybe it's because Oda wants to kind of play into the mythology of Hinduism. Play into the idea that Pel and Garuda are very similar. Remember this, King J? I sent you this over a year ago. I sent you this so long ago. I just never really made a video about it or anything. Yo, chat, are we cooking today, chat? Are we cooking? Uteron made a demiurge theory. I don't know what that is. Based on his commenter mentioning that the eye and hand rest and the serpentine designs remind him of the lion and snake demiurge. I don't know what that is. I have no clue what demiurge is. What is that? Feasting. Thank you, Sway. I appreciate you. Thank you, PB&J. Appreciate you, bro. PB&J, that's the ultimate sandwich, bro. That's the ultimate snack for a man. A PB&J. Buddha is considered to be the 9th avatar. I just like how positive Oda has made the protagonist. They always act good and help people and have positive attitudes, because that's what you got to do, bro. Oda's trying to teach the world through One Piece. Like, no matter how silly One Piece is, no matter how exciting One Piece is, no matter how cool One Piece is, Oda's still trying to deliver a message. Oda's trying to deliver a message to us readers. He's trying to deliver a message to the audience. What is that message? It's to be a good person. It's to strive for freedom. It's to strive for liberty. It's to live in harmonious fashion. It's to be happy. It's not to dwell in the 7 deadly sins of greed, of hatred, of gluttony, of sloth. Oda wants readers to strive for that high frequency. That's why Oda has Luffy using ESP. That's why Oda has Luffy always having heart coherence, always having mind coherence. It was literally Kaido that said, you awaken your devil fruit when your mind and body catch up to each other. Chat, that is literally based off of the real life idea of heart coherence and mind coherence. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look up a book called Becoming Supernatural. Go look up a book. You can find the PDF online for free. Type in Becoming Supernatural PDF. Go read that book. That teaches you that your heart is literally a faculty of your body, bro. It's literally a faculty of your body. You need to keep harmonious emotions and combine that with clear intent. Having clear intent of high emotions and a clear goal. That's literally what awakening is. And Kaido said it. One Piece is the new Bible. Please search City of Dwarka. I have heard about that before. It is really interesting because then you could say D stands for Dwarka. Do you think the empty throne was related to the Iron Throne in Game of Thrones? I stopped Game of Thrones in season 3, bro. I think I stopped in season 3, episode 2. I was just losing touch, bro. And I'm gonna try my best not to spoil anybody in case you guys want to watch Game of Thrones. I'll have to speak in code words so people don't get spoiled. You know that one important guy with the last name Snow? He doesn't do anything. Like in season 2, I thought Snow, right? I thought he was gonna do something and he never did anything. And I'm like, okay, you're a fucking waste of a character. And then Rob, he's also a letdown. Rob did nothing. Maybe, and don't spoil me in case I continue Game of Thrones. But Rob, I so thought he was gonna go fight, and he did nothing. And I was just like, you know what, man, fuck Game of Thrones. But don't get me wrong. the big fight in early in the story, if you guys know what I'm talking about, with fuck, I don't know how to talk about it without spoiling. All right, chat, if you don't want to be spoiled by Game of Thrones, mute the stream for like 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That war of what was it, the Baratheons against the Lannisters, that war was fucking insane. Like, I thought that war was so cool, but like, why did Robb not do anything? To me, Robb was a complete letdown in the story. He was a complete letdown. Jon Snow, like, maybe it gets better, Chad. Does it get better? Does Game of Thrones get better in season 3, 4, and 5? Because I feel like it just kind of went downhill pretty quick. The Boys is awesome. Robb sold. No, total garbage. Damn, Jinmar.